This is ANN News Brief.
Good afternoon. I'm Lucy Adeyemi. There is a growing international concern about fighting between rival armed groups in South Sudan. Norway, the UK and the US, known as the Troika, say they are particularly disturbed by the situation around Yei town that has caused thousands of people to flee across the border to the Democratic Republic of Congo in recent days. They have called on the South Sudanese government, the forces loyal to the former Vice President Riek Machar, and another rebel group, the National Salvation Front, to end the violence immediately and to respect last year's peace agreement. The Troika also called on regional leaders to respect the UN arms embargo. Investec Cape Town Art Fair in South Africa has showcased the best of African contemporary art at this year's event, creating an opportunity for many emerging African artists to showcase their work to galleries from around the world. The Investec Cape Town Art Fair displays some of the finest examples of African contemporary art in all its forms, with a vibrancy and diversity that transcends the canvas, attracting some of the most in-demand artists from the African continent.
So, and for other artists, you can see that, and globally big galleries are taking in African artists more and more and more and more, and it is such a great thing, yeah.
Cape Town's art scene is constantly evolving, and that was quite evident at the fair.
Kali event that suggests that an artist's work, mostly from the township, they are not shown into bigger spaces. So for me, I break through that cycle to say, no, my work must be also shown in the international platform, international spaces, and become part of the dialogue of art and artists together.
This event also provided an ideal platform for international buyers who were intent on finding their next masterpieces from the African continent. Many of them were looking at East Africa with particular focus on Kenya artists' rich and multi-layered works.
Artists coming from all over the African continent as well as internationally. There are over, I'd probably say, 100, 200 artists showing at the fair. We have people coming from West Africa, from Europe, from North America, Australia, and the Middle East. And we have a large representation from all over the globe.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Human Rights Watch has accused Mozambique security forces of intimidating, detaining and prosecuting journalists who report on the jihadist conflicts in the north of the country. The rights group says the government is silencing the media to prevent any scrutiny of the military operations and alleged abuses. The military detained a journalist last month for nearly 2 weeks for interviewing people displaced by the conflict in Cabo Delgado province. He was then charged in a civilian court with breaching a law on state secrets. Jihadist fighters have been attacking villages in the gas-rich region since 2017, killing more than 150 persons and displacing thousands. That's ANN Newsbrief. Join us again at 5 for our full newscast. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANNAfricaTV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.